Okay, we will begin a presentation from Himarashmi and their team about the awk programming language. Back to Himarashmi. Go ahead with your work.
So this is the data file which I have made by taking random data, and like here this is the $1 field, this is the $2 field with the USN name and the branch and the CGPA. Like just for example, this is $3 field, this is $4 field. And here I have given like if we see this file, then here we have taken like this vertical line, the bar as input field separator.
That's good.
And which is usually default, like the default field separator is white space in the awk programs.
Okay.
And this is the awk command, like syntax of it. And in this first program, here we are like if
Can
the
you make it a little bigger font?
sir, I don't know, sir.
Okay, you have to do that, learn that also. Okay, go ahead now.
Okay, sir.
The text editor, whatever we use, there will be options. You have to look into that, view and other things. Okay, now you go ahead.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So here we have to give the selection criteria and the action within the single quotes. If we are using like awk a program as like a command in the when we run we are not using the script in the file, we are using it as a command, then we have to give within single quotes. And in the selection criteria, it matches with the pattern in it searches the and the pattern matches, is selected. The action to be performed is given within the curly brackets. Like for example, over here, here this print is the action, and this is the input file, like having the data. And here there is no selection criteria, so the action will be performed on the whole file, and every line will get printed. And here we are just giving print, which is also equal to print $0, and $0 holds the whole record.
Good.
So this gives the output as the contents of the whole data file, because it will print record by record. And here this is the same action being performed with white spaces in the command. So white spaces are permitted, so like it will give the same output. And here awk has two options, the awk command minus capital F and minus small f. Capital F over here is given to give the input file field separator here, which is this vertical bar. And minus small f is given when the script is in file, like it is over here. So this is also the same command, and it will give the same output. And here the script is in the file. So just to show how to the script in the file is given as a command. So here the selection criteria is computer, so it will go and match with this pattern. and print $0 is printing the whole record.
Mhm.
So only these two records are being printed over here.
Mhm.
Only these two are having the word computer in it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And over here, this is how we give the same command, like as a the same program as a command, not in the file.
Mhm.
And here the print action is not there, just the selection criteria we are giving. So print is the default action, so it will give the same output.
Good. Good. Good.
And over here, I am not giving minus capital F, that I am not specifying the input field separator. And the $1, $2, and $3 field are being printed over here, which are having the computer word in it. So we have so it should give the output as USN, student name, and the branch. But we will not get that output. We will only get this much because the default field separator is the white space. So it is not. It will not take three fields as how we want.
Correct. Correct.
So for that we have to mention the minus capital F option.
Himarashmi, can you enable your video?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. Because whenever any speaker is there, the speaker space, face is to be visible to all, okay, listener. That will be correct. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Himarashmi, go ahead.
Here we are printing the first field, second field, and the third field. And it considers the vertical bar as the field separator. So we get the USN name and the branch according to how we want.
Himarashmi, what you will be doing is, look at line number 21, right? Okay, there you are writing vertical line as a field separator, right? Put a comment there also, because later whenever you wanted to see, or if your friends wanted to refer to this one, it is easily, okay, available information there. They should not again go back, what is this minus F, search it and come back. It should be a complete by itself. In that way you put the comment. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, you put the comment, correct it and send it today. Correct it and send it today to my WhatsApp as well as, okay, email,
Yes.
so that I will put it in my Google Class so that other your friends will refer it. Right? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And in here, the same
Himarashmi, one more thing. Okay, before you begin, right? Look at that line number 8. Before that, you say consider the following data set with the file name so and so. This,
Okay, sir.
right?
Okay, sir.
So that you have to
Yes.
write it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead now.
Here we are printing the whole record, and
Himarashmi, look at that. Line number 40, currently, whatever you are talking, $0 represent the complete record. That's the comment is good. In that way, you have to put everywhere. Okay? Maybe
yes.
maybe one or two line, so that the whoever refers that one, it becomes easy for them. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So here we are giving the selection criteria as computer, and the action as print $0, which is the whole record. And we are also specifying the input files field separator, and it will give this output. And when we are giving the fields like $1, $2, $3, and $4, and our input file has 4 fields, it will give the same output without the field separator. So the $0 holds the entire record, and this this $1, $2, and $3, $4 like prints the separate fields. This is again the same statement like here, which will not give the output we want. And here we are giving the like we are going to check from NR3 to NR5, which is the record number, like the line number 345 in the input file, that NR will be printed, and the corresponding $2, $3, and $4 will be printed.
Correct.
So here it will lines. And this is the way if we want to give use a printf statement instead of print. We have to specify the format specifiers, and we have to also give the \n if we want to print it in the next line. The print adds a new line to it, and in printf we have to specify it. And here we are giving the like we are printing text in between the like fields and the action being performed over here. And we can also modify it so that we get the output how we want.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, in line number 77, we are checking if the $4 field is greater than 9.5, then we can use relational operators in the awk program, and so it will print accordingly the $2 and the $4. Here, the same printf statement I've given with print, and it will work in the same way.
Correct.
Here, we are checking if the $4 field is greater than 9.42. So this record will not be printed. And here, this is just to show that we can also use the arithmetic operators and perform the computation.
Mm-hmm.
Here we will check if like $4 is greater than 9.40 or 50, and this variable over here count is used to give the line numbers in the output how we want, because NR will print according to the input file. So it will consider 1, 2, 3, 4 like here how it is in the input file, and over here the field the record which matches with the criteria will get printed, and accordingly we can give the like serial number.
Correct.
And all the variables in the awk are implicitly initialized to 0 or the null string. Here I have not specified the input field separator, so it's not giving the right output. So we have to give like this in order to get this output. And the script here is in file. And here it it will give print the numbers according to how we want.
Correct. Go ahead.
This is the same program I am using TEF,
Okay.
and this program over here will not work. It should like usually it should check if the $1 is matching with this. Then it should print the $1 and the $2 like the first and the second field. But here this will not work. This is because our input file is having white spaces in between, like the field has white spaces. So if we remove this white spaces, then this will work. So we cannot use the logical operators when there are white spaces in the fields itself, and that's why we use the regular expressions and we check if it is matching or not. So here the tilde symbol is to check if it matches, and the negation and the tilde symbol checks whether it does not match to the given criteria.
Mm-hmm.
And here it will check if it matches to the word computer. It will print $1, $2, and $3. And here we are using the logical operator OR to check like if it matches with the computer word or it matches with the electronics word. And here we are using the logical operator AND to check if it matches with both of it, both the criteria, like matching with the word electronics, and if the $4 is greater than 9.5. And there is only one record corresponding to it, and this field we are having the word electronics, so this record will be printed. Here we are using the vertical bar, the pipe over here, so it will check for the words computer and electronics. And this will check for the record which does not have the field matching with computer and electronics. So here the 6 records are being printed, and here the rest of it will print. So the USN student name branch, this record also gets printed because they are not having both the words in it. And here we are checking like it does not match to beginning of like in every record it will check the beginning of it. If it has a white space, then it will, the ones which are not matching will be printed. And over here in the $1 first field, every record is not having space, not beginning with space. So that's why all the records will be printed.
This particular logic, you write it in front of every awk statement that whatever you written, right? Put that comment, okay?
Yes, yes, sir.
And submit it.
Yes, sir. And here it check if the $2 field does not match, the line shouldn't begin with the white space. So here all the like in the $2 field, all are beginning with the space, and if we remove it, then it will give the output. And here we are using the vertical line, the pen. Here this program, the output of this program will be given in the sort. So the output of this will be sorted and printed. And here we are putting $2. So accordingly, it will be printed alphabetically. Here also, we are doing the same thing by giving the output of this to the sort, and here it will sort the USNs. Here the head command will be performed. So the first 5 lines will be printed.
Correct.
Sir, Kirti will continue, sir, with the built-in variables and the begin and the end keyword, sir.
Okay, shall I make her a presenter, or simply they add a voice and you will navigate through program? You will be operating the program now?
Yes, sir, that will do, sir.
Okay, ask Kirti. Kirti, you can come in and start explaining about the next one.
Okay, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Marashmi. So, good morning, everyone. I'm going to continue with the topics called as the begin and end sections and the built-in variables used in awk. So here you can see the text file which I have created, which basically contains the name of the employees, the department in which they work, and the salary they earn. So this is the list of the employees. So back to the file.
Enable your video, Kirti.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes. So here, okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Begin and end sections. So for now, we know that awk statements are usually applied to the lines which are selected by address. So if there are no address, they are applied to every line of the input. So if we want to give the something before processing the data, or we want to give title to the file, begin keyword is used. This runs before processing the data. Similarly, to run a script after processing the data, end keyword is used. So here is a syntax.
Kirti, the begin is a pattern, right, which will be matched before any of the line is being processed. End is a pattern which will be matched after all lines of all the files, whatever given, okay, they have been processed, right? That's the pattern. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So the syntax for using this within the single quotes begin and the actions whatever we want to give before processing the data, that is printed. Then the processing statements. So these processing statements are usually applied to the whole program itself, and all these are processed. Then the end section is applied. Similarly, within the curly braces, and the single quotes are closed. Then the input file is given. So on which we want to give the end and begin and end sections. So let us apply this on that text file which we have created. So here, following the syntax, begin. So here I want to print the employees who are working in a particular department, like the HR department I have taken here. So print within the double quotes employees working in HR department, and within slashes HR. So here awk search for the lines which contains this word that is HR, and then the end that the print that will print all the three fields, and then the end section that will print the end to the file. So I request Himarashmi to execute this. Yeah, here you can see the employees who are working in that particular department is printed. So again, back to the document.
So the program, let the people look into that. Okay, once again,
Okay.
can you summarize this one? Right, that statement, line number 10, can you summarize?
Okay, sir. So here, as following the syntax of the awk, here we have written the begin statement. So to start with, we have to print before processing the data, whatever you want to give the heading to the file. I have written that. So here, particular, I want to list the employees who are working in HR department. So I have printed within the double quotes employees working in HR department, and then curly braces are ended, and then the HR within the slash HR. So this is a processing statement which the awk search for the lines which contain this HR word, and then it will print all the field, and the end section similarly following the syntax it will follow the same thing.
Okay,
So it will print.
good.
Okay. So, yes. So, next, if I want to know the total number of lines in the program, so if there are many programs, then I want to know the total number of line in a particular program, I can use the begin and end section. So, how it works is begin, here count I have initialized to 0. Even if we skip this part, it will print the same result, because in awk implicitly it will initialize to 0 itself. So then the processing statement, that is the count, will be incremented, that is count plus plus, and the end statement which will print the result.
Kirti, okay, I wanted all the participant here note that begin is a pattern, then in the, okay, flower bucket you have count equal to 0. That's the end of that, okay, begin and action, pattern and action. Then next one is there are no pattern, count plus plus, this apply to all the lines, right? Then end is pattern and your action is printing that one. So all these things are separate. Okay, people should not misunderstand. Other
Yes.
people will not try that. Okay, the count plus plus and all rest all things. Okay, for the pattern begin only. No, right?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
It is
Yes, sir.
written in one line. Everything. Okay, it could have
Okay.
been written on separate line. Better. Okay, Kirti, you write it all this in
Yes, sir.
separate line. Himarashmi, write all these things put again with a proper comment, right? Send it to me on WhatsApp as well as email, both.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Kirti.
Okay, sir. So here the begin, these count is equal to 0 and count plus plus. It is not in the begin part. These are the processing statement itself. And then the end section, which again prints the end to the result. So here print total number of lines given with count and the file name. So let us execute this. So here you can see that the total number of lines in that text file is 6 and it is printed there. So now this is a uh, here I want to print, I want to know the average salary of the employees who are working in some particular department. Like I have taken the sales department here. So to get this, the basic knowledge is the formula for average will be sum divided by total number of counts. So here I have written following that count is 0 and total is 0. So this is also not in the begin part, as I have initialized that I have written in the beginning itself. So even if we that skip that part, it is initialized to 0 itself. So these are also the processing statement itself. They are not in the begin part. So begin part we can give some statements which will give the heading to the file. So we can do like that. Next, the field 2. So in my text file, I have listed the department column in the second field. So if the field second field, so here you can see the department will be in the second field. So if field 2, back to the document. So if the field 2 is equal to sales, then the counter should be incremented and then the total of the salary should be summed up. So here total is equal to total plus field 3. So field 3 here in my document I have listed the salary in the third column that you can see here in the third column, that is field 3. So it will sum up the salary which who are working in only the sales department. So it will do that and it will print all the whatever we have written, that is count and all the three fields. Then in the end section we will print the result. So here we have used printf because we want to use the format specifier, as we know that average will be the float value. Print percentage f should be used. So average salary of employees working in sales department is equal to percentage F, and the formula for average will be total divided by count. So let us execute this. So here you can see that it will list all the three fields as we have printed $1, $2, and $3. It will print all this and it will count the count as we have incremented count. It will print count 1 and 2 and the result, that is average salary of employees working in sales department, that will print the average of both the employees. So this is how it works. And back to the document again. Yeah, so these are the basic three examples what I have taken for the to explain the begin and end sections. So let us now go to the built-in variables which are used in the awk. So here I have listed.
Meanwhile, the question to all students is, I've asked you to write a program for the histogram, right? How many of you have done it? Functions, histogram, symbols, right? I asked you to do it, right? Himarashmi? Himarashmi, Kirti, both of you, right? Have you written that?
Yes, yes.
Huh?
So
So
I'm
not
trying it, sir.
itself.
Let's try.
We will try it.
Yeah, please look into that. All of you, right, till your examination, semester end exam begins, right, we'll keep on doing a presentation by different people. All girl student, okay, Rashmi will manage. You will pull different names and all, let them present. And I wanted even Manoj also to participate. I don't know where is he now, right? Yes.
Sir, I'm there. Sir,
Oh, that's great. Good. Good morning, right, Manoj?
Sir, I joined 5 minutes late, sir. Sorry.
No, Manoj cannot be late. Okay, CR
Okay,
should
sir.
be on time. Got it? Right. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm happy about you all people, right? You continue it for all students. All students should participate. So thereby, the fear of communication, fear of public communication, all that things you will overcome. Another most important thing today I liked is that self-learning. When you do on your own and present it, you own it. You will never forget that at all. And anybody others concept, always you have doubt whether I know it or not, do I remember it or not, I'm not confident in all, so many things, right? Please understand that what is there in your pocket, you know better, no? How do I know? Right? You have kept something in your pocket, reading, by reading something you have kept in pocket, so you know better. So keep the knowledge in your pocket. Right? This is a fundamental thing for every course you do it. Right? In fact, I wanted you people talk with your teacher saying that when this particular topic we will give a presentation. You tell your teacher, different teachers also, and create such an environment, right? It is a self-learning. Right? And please remember, this is a fundamental aspect. Then you should slowly grow to, right, solving bigger problems. Little bigger every time. So that histogram is the one which will test your capability of different things. So once, please remember, right, for drawing the histogram, whatever that is required primitive you can refer. But histogram ready program, if they are available, by mistake also don't see it. If you do that, you will not become a solution provider. You will become simply a copying machine. Right? That honesty you need to exhibit. Now, online is such a course, online learning, whatever, if all party are very honest, then everything is good. Online is good for good people. Right? And I assume we are not interacted at all physically here in the classroom. Right? I assume, and in fact, it is true that all are honest here. Right? Honesty is the most important thing in learning. Again, I repeat that one. At two places, you should, not hesitate anything while learning and while eating, both. In both the cases, you are sufferer. Are you getting it? Right. Anyhow, with this short comment, now Kirti, go ahead with this.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So here next topic I'll be continuing with the built-in variables. So here I have listed some of the built-in variables. Let us study them one by one.
Kirti,
Uh,
what will
yes,
do is
sir.
today you continue. It is a girls' day today, and boys' day in the next session. I'll make Manoj and their group to continue. Like this, alternate classes. Okay, we will continue. Right? Manoj, you be ready. Okay, next class. When is the next class? Manoj, tomorrow.
So today you won't take another class, sir?
I will not, because I need to address first year students now who are newly admitted, right? I need to address immediately
Okay.
after this class. So tomorrow, what we'll do is instead of one class, two class we'll take it. First, 8 o'clock, it's a Manoj, okay, and your team. And 9 o'clock, Himarashmi will come back with that one. And instead of taking one tomorrow, we'll take a two tomorrow. Correct?
Okay, sir.
Right. And I wanted each one of you, whatever the exercises, whatever the experiment you have done, each one of you prepare your own one single PDF with a cover sheet, your details, and problem statement, program, sample input, output, for everything, starting from your operating system, whatever we were talking, file attribute, directory listing, till whatever the exercise you are doing, everything make it one file, right? And you will be submitting at the end. Okay, soft copy. Everything one under your name. Right? That I will put in assignment, submit all in one file. That is assignment. You put everything and submit it at one file. Properly, cover sheet proper, index sheet, content sheet will be there. I'll put the comments there. Right? Then problem one, exercise one, problem statement, then program, sample input output. Exercise two, like this. It continues for all. Right? It is from the uh, operating system till programming, right? You start doing it now, right? Thus, go ahead, Kirti.
Thank you, sir. So here the first variable is the capital NR. So this displays the line number to the file. It gives a line number to each line in the file. Let us execute that. Here in that following the awk syntax, the print NR and $0. So here $0, it basically prints the whole document. It is the default one in the awk. Instead of giving 1, 2, and 3 fields, we can directly give, if we want to print the whole program, we can give $0. So let us execute this. So here you can see the before name, the 1, 2, 3, the number are printed. So it will this is the normal variable we use usually in the awk to print the numbers to the file. So then back to the document. So and again one more basic useful built-in variable will be the NF, capital NF. So this prints the number of fields in the current file. So here only NF is used to print the number of fields, whereas $NF will print the last field in the program. So last column, whatever we have printed, whatever we have listed, it will print that field. So let us execute here. So I have taken $NF, which will print the last column. So let us execute that. So these are some of the basic variables that we use with some complex programs so that the complexity will be reduced.
Okay, another 8 minutes, right? The session will get closed, right? Kirti, you need to wind up in next 8 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. Back to the document. So here the file name, this is also the basic variable which will print the file name to the file name in that program itself. So here execute that file name and $0, it will print the file name to the each line. So here you can see. By default, awk doesn't print the file name, but we can instruct it to do in the way using this variable, that is file name. Then coming here, you can see each line will get the file name. Then coming back to the document. Okay, so there are another two variables called FS and OFS that will be explained by Himarashmi later. So here I have used, we can use built-in variables, multiple built-in variables to make our program more readable and more easy to execute. So here I have written one following the awk syntax. Print within that the particular record, it prints the NR, that is NR variable, it prints the number, and it has the NF, that is it has some particular field, and the file name, it will give file name to each of the line and ending with the file name. So let us execute this to get the idea how it works.
Kirti, complete this and stop it because the session is getting
Yes, sir.
closed now. Hmm?
Yes, sir. So here you can see that the record 1, that is NR1, has 3 fields. That particular record has 3 fields and the file name. So like this, we can use multiple built-in variables to reduce the complexity of the program. We can directly use this built-in variables. So this is the end to my presentation, and OFS and FS will be explained by Himarashmi.
That is
Thank you.
tomorrow 9 o'clock, right? Himarashmi, you can identify some other people also, girl students, right? So next, everyone should get a turn, right? Himarashmi will be coordinating only. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Manoj session, then the session will get closed and the new session immediately will begin. Himarashmi will take over and her group members, right? They will be explaining, right, the concept, other concepts. So you coordinate. So it's very good, right? It is called self-learning. You are learning on your own. You remember it. You can enhance communication skills. Good. I'm very happy about if the same performance is shown in every chapter, in every course, things will be good. Bye. Right? So anything else? Anything else that you wanted to know? Please remember the IA3 is based on, it's a online based on unit 4 and 5, shell and awk, right? And please remember, I want everyone to implement histogram, fully understand it, right? Before you get into exam. Got it? Right? So it is something what you can do is $1, $2, $3, all these are the programs what you are doing. $0 is entire line, that is a histogram. And if you can do that histogram, it means that you understood. Please do on your own. Do not copy. Marks is not your objective. Placement is your objective. Right? Do not show that one that, okay, I have done it by copying. Don't do that. Particularly in exam. Marks are not objectives at all. Please remember. Right? Got it? So you should get the minimum marks to be eligible to get into placement. That's the end of that. Then your marks card is a Raddi paper. If it is laminated, nobody will take that also. It is what is there here that goes. Please develop this incrementally. Got it? Right? Shall we close now? Manoj, be ready tomorrow at 8 o'clock and your group members, at least one or two. Right? Himarashmi, other two members at 9 o'clock. Please inform them, and same way today, whatever we have done, in the same way we will be managing that. Okay? That's the end of this meeting. Okay, thank you, Himarashmi, Kirti, and Manoj, and all students. Right? I'll end the
Thank you,
meeting.
sir.
Right. Bye.